said no, we just sell lemonade.
I was grinding it on GH80s, and Gamble was trying to FC it one-handed, and then like
It was the Tennessee
Matt made
meetup,
a bet.
actually.
Matt made a bet that's saying if I got it on GH2 and Gamble got it on Clone Hero one-handed, that he buys both onion rings, and like he delivered. We both enjoyed onion rings, so it was awesome.
I unfortunately did not get Nate because I was trying to go for I think it was like a 175 FC, and I had like a similar bet at the time, and I just wasn't able to get it at the meetup. It was a sad time.
Damn, man. So where are you at with Constellation now? How's that grind going?
Currently, I'm on break with the game, but the last time I picked the game up, I FC'd Chain B first try like twice. So I'm so close, it's frustrating to play. That's the area of the grind I'm at. So it's mad. I still have that -6. That's my PB. I've FC'd up to Orbital twice and passed Chain B 14 times, but not quite gotten it yet. I'll get there though.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Maybe I'll eat an honorary onion just for old times.
Maybe
sake.
half one, you know.
yeah, I'll eat a half an onion just so I can kind of understand what you went through.
But
You
on
got
Supernovae, that is its own beast, you know. Like Chain B is it's a strummy deal, but like I can't even begin to fathom how the tapping works in Novae. That's just
Just
absurd.
how many runs that you've had, like, well, like how many runs was it past Jarvis? Wasn't it like over 200 or something?
That was the crazy part.
250.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's insane.
Jesus.
Here's the real question: how many chokes in the intro did you have?
Oh my god. None. No, absolutely none. Zero. Of course.
Zero.
I mean,
Yeah.
Come on. I never finished the intro. Come on now.
Can we just talk about on your FC run, you were drinking coffee and then literally putting it down on the desk, and then like you end up seeing it, like that was the run.
I know. Actually, just worked out.
Oh, your overlay is
Oh
Mr.
no, my overlay. All right, it's back. We're good.
But
It's
yeah,
fine.
that worked out so perfectly. I actually, it was funny because that day I had no coffee. There was no coffee in the house, and my sister was out, and I was like, I called her up. I was like, please bring me coffee. Please bring me coffee. So she brought me one in, and it was like the most disgusting, like bitter, no cream, no sugar coffee from McDonald's. But I took it down because that's just how we coffee addicts do it, you know.
Yeah, whenever you just need that dose of caffeine, it's gotta make do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, speaking of caffeine, I'm sponsored by one of them. I don't know where the bottle is though. E-Advantage.
Hashtag
Let's go.
ad.
Gotta love that,
That's right.
brother.
Yeah. Sell out, sponsored stream. But yeah, actually, could you talk about E-Advantage for a second though, unironically?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, how does it make you feel when you play the game?
It's a
'Cause
weird thing.
I've been looking into that kind
It's
of stuff.
not as prolific as G Fuel. Like, you can't feel as boosted in energy for like stamina tapping stuff. But when it comes to sight reading or like doing a bunch of random patterns back to back or doing things cleanly, it makes it a lot easier. I also notice in like FPS games, my mind and arm is a lot more connected, so aiming feels like it happens sooner rather than later. So I don't like playing FPSs without E-Advantage in my system.
Probably a lot better of a way to consume caffeine too.
Probably, yeah. It doesn't give me the eye shakies like the McDonald's coffee normally does.
Yeah.
I used to like ham it up with like monsters. Like I would drink like one a day, but then I'd feel like a crack addict. Like I was like super shaky. But those things have like almost like 200 milligrams of caffeine each
Oh,
can.
yeah.
Like it's a lot.
Hey, you know, but if you want to talk about crack, you can hit me up anytime.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, let's go. The plug. Missed the plug. But I thought it was so funny. In high school, like me and my friends were like into that, like, you know, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain this. One of my friends one day brought in these caffeine. All right, you know how like, dude, this is gonna be so hard to explain.
Mhm.
Do you know how tobacco chewers, they have like the packets that you can like put in your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he brought in caffeine packets for this thing that we were doing at school, and we all had them stuffed in our mouths. And it literally was the biggest rush of caffeine I ever had. It was like so dumb. I don't think you were supposed to put in more than one, but
Oh my
I just thought that was
gosh.
funny. We were talking about caffeine. Literal.
That
Probably
could have
not
been
super
dangerous potentially.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh.
It was so funny though.
That sounds it, yeah.
What was, back to the Super talk. How like frustrated like were you like mentally? Like were you just at a point of like it's either gonna happen or it's not?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it basically was at that point. It was like, you know, I think, and Friff knows this really well. When you're grinding a long song, the end is just never in sight. You know
Oh,
that you
yeah.
can do it. Yeah, it's like you know that you can do it, and it's gonna happen any run, but you can just never ever predict when it's gonna happen, and it is really mentally frustrating.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
I'm sure, Friv, you know that, dude. I'm sure you're probably at that point with Constellation. Right
Uh-huh.
now, right?
It doesn't even feel like getting past
Yeah.
Chain B is an accomplishment anymore. It's just like, oh, finally, I did a run. Let's go.
Yeah.
1 in 15 chance to FC now. Let's go.
Yeah, it's so toxic. Like, honestly, like,
Yeah.
man, you really struck a nerve with me there to bring that up. Actually, I feel that so much. Man.
It's like,
just
oh, the game
brutal.
just threw me a bone for like a little bit.
My
Yeah.
little dose of joy for today. Let's go. Let's ride it.
For real, man. How many long songs have you done now, Friv? You're the
Oh
fucking
man,
master of
so
long
I
songs,
started off with Sydney's Fanatical Solo Frenzy in 2017. Then I did the Good Ending. Then it was Solus 5. Behold the Kingdom of the Wretched Weetars. Marathon, Solus 4. Let's see what else. Triathlon, Quiz, Megalodon, now Constellation, also doing Marathon 125, Typhoon, Aurora Borealis in the future. That's just my list of things
That's
I
a
want
lot.
to do. I'm sure I missed a few in there, but I don't know. I really like doing those long grinds because I can't slide as well as you, and I can't tap as well as Ian, and I can't strum as well as Sindit. So I gotta like just drag out my skill somehow, you know?
Nah, dude. I mean, I think you're definitely like the most well-rounded player in the whole community. I mean, like, absolutely.
I
insane.
try on every skill set at least. That's my goal. I don't want to be weak in one regard.
So, here's the real question now:
Mm-hmm.
Will you ever go for Supernova?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's on my list of things to do. But the way I intend on doing it is gonna be way more like skip tappy, pristine like inputs. So it's gonna be one of those things where
Yeah, it's just like how I did it.
yeah, exactly. You know, note for note, except for your Jarvis revenge method. I can't replicate that. It's too much.
Yeah, you know, so
Enjoy
it's
the
just so
headache.
clean. That's the problem.
Yeah, I've always strived to be as clean as Jared.
Yeah, I mean, one day, you know. One day, but...
Can I also point out that, like, first question I gotta ask before I want to say something is like, did you ever feel like giving up on the grind at any point?
Yeah. I mean, I think that goes through. I think that definitely goes through anybody's head that's grinding like a really long song.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
And even like some short songs, you know, it's like there got to a point where I would just come on stream and I would have a good run and then miss in like the most ridiculous part of the song, and then I would just get so frustrated. I would be like, if I'm doing that, like that could have been it. I honestly like, and then
Yeah, I mean that's what I kind of admire with you and like all the players like Frith is like you bonk on a good run, but you still don't give up and you still go ape shit on the song until well your day is over. And like I wish I had a mentality like that. The only time I had it was when I was grinding Flames, but since then I haven't been able to like put myself through a grind and keep going at it until I get it. And that's really oh, hold up, English pronunciation bad. Admirable.
yeah, that's,
That's
perfect,
right.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's admirable to see people being able to just go through it and never give up on it. Of course, there are, like you said, there are moments you wanted to give up,
Yeah.
but you still went for it, and that's really admirable and really how to say that, inspiring for all the members of the community, like myself.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing about like grinding songs, right? If you don't have like a list, like either if it's a list of friends who are like supporting you on like a grind, like actually putting yourself in that mental like capacity, because it's very mentally draining to actually like play songs over and over again and like have to like memorize methods and actually go through the motions just to get lucky or like, you know, actually perform in FC.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's like with some songs like Flames is such a monumental FC that like you want to prove to people that yes, I've done this.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's the same with like Supernovae. Like it was such a popular song
Oh yeah.
with
Yeah.
Supernovae
And-
Solo F.
And there was some
Um,
kind like of revenge / redemption to get on this song specifically.
Yeah,
So that was another key motivation, I suppose.
definitely it was. Yeah, I mean, what's funny is that I kept thinking that like Steven, as you were mentioning, I had like the mindset of like, I feel like I need to get this because like I have to prove something, and I felt like I did have to prove like my revenge for the original race with Shmooey, you know. I really felt like I had to get it after that, and that's like part of the reason why I went so hard, like so many days in a row.
Oh yeah.
And it also, I kept having this like thought in the back of my head that like if somebody else gets it before me, I'm gonna look so washed. So, you know,
Yeah.
just to avoid the memes,
Oh man.
I was like,
It never would
just
have
to avoid
ended.
the memes,
Yeah.
I have to get it. Yeah, so I just had to keep going for it, but then thankfully, I got it, and then I didn't have to worry about it anymore. So
It's
Awesome.
like after putting yourself through the torment, it's like this curse is finally over.
yeah, literally, that's exactly what it was like. Yeah,
And then you're like here for a few days, be like, what do I do now?
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You gotta
that was
move on to the
fun.
next big thing, of course.
Yeah.
That's the life of a Clone Hero player. I got a question for the nerves aspect of that run. At what point, like around the like week or so before you FC'd, were you like FCing past and immediately your heart sinking? Like what was that section?
Definitely turn for the worst. It was turn for the worst every time.
Oh, I can
well,
see
like,
why for
it-
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and there were a couple runs here and there where I was like able to control it a little bit better. But yeah, mainly when I got past turn for the worst, it was just like a rush of
focus
nerves
mode.
right
Like, come
in,
on. Yeah.
Yeah, but then
You know what?
actually, when I got to the solo, it got better though. I got a little bit relaxed when I got to the solo.
Yeah, the
You know what
structure of the
helps?
solo really helps that a lot, I assume, because A through D isn't really that horrible.
You know what helps a lot with nerves? Like if you're starting to feel like really nervous, try to bite the like inside of your cheek a little bit.
Yeah, I've actually done
That's
that
what I
before.
do.
Yeah.
I haven't
don't
tried
know
that
what it is.
before. That's interesting. I feel like I'd bite through my cheek.
Yeah, you don't want to like start bleeding like during FC.
Yeah.
That would be the worst.
Right.
Yeah, but I actually do that on like smaller grind, and it kind of helps, dude. I just focus more on what I do rather than like being like, oh no, what do I do? What's gonna happen? I just like bite the inside of my cheek, and I'm just like focus.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with that, but yeah, it's funny that you should mention that because that does actually work.
Yeah, it's a trick I kind of learned from an actor, Bryan Cranston. Whenever he's like
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
focus on acting, he bites the inside of his cheek to try not to laugh. But it helps with like nerves. It's really weird psychologically how that works.
That is
I wonder what's
interesting.
up with that.
All right. So I believe that's about all the questions we got for Supernovae, right, y'all? All right.
Oh,
On my end,
So
probably.
let's move on to the
Thanks so
second
much.
segment of our podcast. Thank you very much, of course, Jared, for doing that FC, giving us this whole thing to talk about.
No problem. It was my pleasure.
So now let's move on to the accomplishments that happened in this month, March 2022, and we got a bunch of them to talk about this time.
Yeah.
And let's start off with the most destructive child in the community, Ian, who has just destroyed things. We have another Obsidian FC from Ian. Just,
Yeah.
sure, why not? We got Weetars of Mercy, which I've been using this as a tapping warm-up for months and haven't gotten to minus 100 yet. It's like, what the hell? Donnie 3 first ever tech. I think this was a passing challenge, which Ian teched, which is funny. And of course, now, in my opinion at least, the new best ever tech FC in a Supernovae Uber solo. Like, the real one this time. Like, the one Shmooey faked that was probably his best faked tech FC. That's absurd.
Group. Yeah. Isn't it? I just thought of this. Isn't it insane that Shmooey thought that Star Maker Tech was better than Supernova Uber Solo? You guys remember
Oh,
how
yeah.
Dogs used to say that?
He had
never
no
knew
idea what he was talking about.
I mean, he was taking everything, so he had no idea. Like
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
That was pretty crazy. This kid Ian though, man. When I saw him FC Obsidian, and it was like right before Alec FC'd it, I was like, dude, how is he doing this stuff?
It doesn't even feel real at this point. Like when
Yeah.
people are getting FCs that like the whole community considered like, oh, it's a joke.
Yeah.
I remember this was like back in like 2016 before the community started popping off again. The player D Royal, or he goes by he goes by D Royal. At the Las Vegas meetup, they were at a bonfire talking about like how Obsidian will never be FC'd, and now it's been FC'd what, like 6 or no, I don't. I've lost
5
count
times
at
I
this
think.
point.
We've gotten Thunk, Ian, Asai, Darkly, and someone else, right? It might be them 4. It might only be them 4.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think Frank's going for that now, and
Frank
same with-
definitely can get that.
Frank could definitely get it. That's
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
No doubt in my
Trying to
mind there.
think, Who else could get Obsidian? Like probably relatively short. I think Riley could get Obsidian.
Probably. I want to. I don't have a controller that I would feel comfortable going for it on. It's got my main good one is like a 1.9. It can't even work with me.
Yeah, no, I know that all too well. I gotta break out that WD-40, my friend.
I don't want to do that to a katana guitar, man. That's like disrespectful.
Yeah. What about you, Jared?
I think I think I could get it. But I don't really want to grind it at any time soon.
I don't blame you at
I'm
all.
pretty set on finishing the solo.
Or suck.
Yeah, dude, that's a brutal grind. It's like just beginning and then message to blue.
Mhm.
I don't know what psychopath would just like hop onto like Guitar Hero or Clone Hero and be like, yeah, chords. I can't wait.
Seriously.
They're calling me out
Frank.
here, Steve. I don't do those chords, but I do some of them.
Yeah. Dude, some people though, I don't know. They do just like that shit. But one day maybe I'll go for it. I think a lot of people could definitely get it.
I can't wait to see who the full original Nether portal is, you know? Like the 10 first Obsidian FCs.
Dude, we have to build that, seriously.
Oh,
Hey,
absolutely.
imagine
Crazy.
it would be funny for Exile to make a song after like 10 FCs of Obsidian.
Oh, at Bedrock.
Yeah.
Please let that happen. Yes. Literally.
That would be funny.
The community beats Minecraft or like Clone Hero FCs.
What's that new item in the 1.19 snapshot that's like harder to break than Obsidian? It's like reinforced deep slate or something. Gotta make that a new song.
Yeah. Reinforced deep slate FC. I'm up for it.
All right. So, Misk, do you have any accomplishments you want to bring up? Any players?
I could cover up the whole Marathon Hero 2 hunt
Ooh,
that has been
yeah.
going on for a few weeks now, and this month we've got a lot of FCs from MH2. I see you highlighted it, but I'm gonna mention it because it's a part of MH2.
Yeah,
we got
go.
the first ever FC of 4080 by Archwalk.
He sniped me.
Yeah, he sniped you. But man, that FC was unexpected. I think Nados was like also a close one that was gonna get it. But Nasty FC with like some really fast, dumb looking ass trills. Then we have Nados with the first ever Destroyer X-Ray FC, which is I believe a Heart's Devil song. That is in the same vein of what's called what's that song that Jared FC'd?
Extends.
Abacantian?
Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
Extends.
Extends. I have bad memory, sorry for that. Then we have a first ever chiptune solo medley, Prague 242 at Pagan's Mind discography solo medley, all by Blackett.
Unbelievable from that guy.
The
My gosh.
the Pagan's Mind discography solo medley is mind blowing. 37 minutes in a solo medley, by the way. And then we have first ever Chronicles of Lich King FC by Triss, which is
Ooh.
a dumb gauntlet of thrash metal songs that has a really spammy solo, like 2/3 in the song. It's really dumb. But now Marathon Hero 2 is down to 7 songs left unFC'd, which I believe is our Barra Blasted, Tale of ISO Subject 5, Best of Solo Medley by Arion, and some other songs that I don't remember because I'm tired. But 7 songs are left for the full community FC of Marathon Hero 2, and that's pretty hype. That's pretty hype.
That is pretty absurd.
And by the way, Marathon Hero 1 is still not community full game FC'd.
Oh, really?
Oh, guys, let's get on
Yes,
it.
What's left?
and it's the Eternal Drop mix.
Okay, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why. That is
That'll
why.
do it.
So, someone do the favor, please, and go FC that, so like we don't talk about MH1 anymore.
What sort of length are we looking at with that one?
It's like just awkward EDM charting from like early 2018.
I meant like the length of the chart. Like how long is it?
Oh, sorry. It's about like I think 18 minutes.
Ooh,
I'm
drops.
I'm not sure.
That's gotta be
I thought you were
brutal.
about to say 8 minutes. And then you were like,
No. Marathon Hero 1 was 10 minutes minimum for the set list.
Oh,
So, yeah, that's a rough one.
I could probably give that a look. 18 minutes seems reasonable.
Yeah. But yeah, Marathon Hero 2 took a big shot this month, and I think next month we're gonna see some other nasty stuff from that set list.
If I see someone get Baja blasted, I swear.
Ian is going for it.
Oh man.
probably
He
get
better,
done,
he
man.
better reward himself with the Baja Blast.
Oh yeah. That's
It's the
almost
best soda,
necessary.
by the way. S tier,
And-
number 1 on the tier list.
If that can motivate anyone, Baja Blasted is literally a plate chart from MH2. So there you go.
That's cool. All right. Any accomplishments you want to bring up, Steve?
Miscellaneous was talking about weird EDM charting. I wanted to bring up 2 FCs that were Camilla charts. I think that's how you pronounce them.
Yeah.
One hashtag 1F1E33. It's like a color code song.
Mhm.
It has an awkward charting. It's really good by JRH. And then a Ghost FC by Sanic Studios, which is also very awkward. Both of those are pretty underrated FCs.
Oh, there's also one you didn't mention. It's Ghoul from Asai as well.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not listed as Camellia, but the first song on the list, Ghoul, is also a Camellia song.
Sai is just destroying Camellia too, I guess. Sure.
Amelia's getting a lot of love
Yeah,
this month.
Camellia charts are terrifying indeed, Sublay.
Oh yeah. In case y'all didn't hear from the last podcast or last PIM, the UUFO set list that had like 35 Camellia charts got released on Mattriff's YouTube channel, I believe. So if you haven't picked that up, super worth playing. Those charts are a lot of fun.
It's awesome. Yo, can we talk about for a second all the stuff that Alec has done recently?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Go for it, Jared. Go for it.
Unbelievable, man. All right, let's here. Let me just, cause dude, all right, look at all these. Onigiri, you already mentioned Ghoul. Onigiri Freeway, Happy Trails. By the way, Happy Trails. That's awesome to see that one done.
That song's been here forever.
Yeah, for real. Monster Trail 150. My Curse Overchart. I'm not familiar with that one.
It's
but then,
brutal. I love it.
Yeah, but then Obsidian as well, and I'm pretty sure, is that all of them?
I think so.
Like-
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, he got
Prevail
Obsidian.
and Obsidian just in the same month
Yeah.
is absurd.
Was Prevail in March?
I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be talking about Prevail in February, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, and
That might be the case,
ESC
back
vid
to back.
was released in March.
gotcha.
But
Okay.
I mean, even still, like the amount of insane FCs he's done in the past 2 months,
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Alec has definitely proven he's top 10 material. Like, he always has been. He just didn't have much of a reason to prove
Yeah.
it for a while, though.
Yeah.
Man is proving it, dude. I love to see the grinding.
Oh,
You
for
know
sure.
what I mean? Like,
So he's extremely versatile too.
It's crazy.
Like even on his like alt channel, he does like weird FCs, like the Ariana Grande's Voxtar thing. Just nuts.
Yeah, just weird stuff. He's also like proficient with meme raking and slide cording and MTB and Prevail sliding, and he knows too much.
Oh yeah, the Empty Beds FC was pretty nuts with how
Oh
he
yeah,
raked it.
the 1-1 raking.
It's
That's crazy.
disgusting.
His consistency with meme raking is absurd.
It's not human. It's crazy.
Yeah, he has like that hand movement, like
It's so
clean.
perfect.
Yeah, man. I was just about to say he's probably the best meme maker. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so
Only person
crazy.
I think that would combat that would be like Abby, since he invented
Yeah.
it. But like, I don't know.
If we're gonna talk about inhuman skill sets, we need to bring up Lean because his slide cording is just out of this world.
Oh yeah, I've seen he's basically come up with an entire subgenre of skill set, and it's very strange because patterns I never would have thought would have been realistic on this game are just like move hand left and right with 3 finger.
It's gotten to a point of like I'll look at like a chart like he's made and like I can't understand like half of the shit like that's on screen. I'm like
Mhm.
even pausing it like I'm trying to find methods and it's just
like-
like I can't figure it out.
Like he also played with such slow hyper speed. It's almost triggering me.
I haven't paid attention to that.
That was those things. Yeah.
That's really funny.
I could never, bro. I tried to play just yesterday. I was trying to play on low hyperspeed. I was trying to FC Solus 6 20% speed.
Oh,
It was actually at first I tried 5%. Dude, 5% speed, impossible.
oh, I
The
bet.
window was so small with the small node speed. I don't know how people play like that. It's
Do you
crazy.
think if anybody like takes like a YouTube screenshot of like one of Lean's like porting videos and just titles it like World's Hardest Guitar Hero Song, they won't like figure out the difference between like that and the Blood Bits video?
Probably.
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I
man. But,
remember
dude,
back in like 2016, 17, and 18, I also was one of those low hyperspeed players because I was told by someone that like if you just play with lower hyperspeed, all the screenshots you take are going to look more clickbait. So
That's true though. That's true.
I tried for a long time, but I eventually caved in and went to the full hyperspeed.
I mean, the meta is to play your gameplay with regular hyperspeed and then take a buff to play lower hyperspeed.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta get thumbnails.
I know that too well because I used
Yep.
to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Well, it's like the more notes that are on screen, the more like somebody's gonna click on it.
Yeah.
Is it like, and you don't realize how much hyperspeed like makes a difference in your like gameplay that you like play without it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, the
By the
modern
way-
PTB has made taking thumbnails really weird too, because like you go up to note speed 16, and then you go to like take a screenshot of the hardest section of the song, and it's like 5 notes.
Yeah, for real. Also, if you have more notes on your thumbnail, statistically the click-through rate is higher. So
Ooh.
pump the numbers up. Let's get some more notes in those thumbnails, guys.
Make it hyperspeed 1 and there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. That's the way to do it.
Note
See,
speed 1,
my-
highway length 500% or whatever.
My because I don't play this game for views at all, so my thumbnails are just stupid.
Hand drawn in
So-
MS Paint, they're great.
I'm just gonna add like supernovae in like one of my thumbnails just cause.
I admire that level of not giving a shit.
Dude, yeah, that'd be the way to do it, though, for real.
It's just fun. It's all for fun.
So here's an interesting FC that we've got from a fairly underrated player this month. Got a Diane Young 135 FC from Alex. And Alex GH3 has previously been known for the guy that skip taps Solus 6. So not only is he proficient in tapping as light as possible very fast, but he can also vibrate strum. Because, you know, fuck it, why not? That's
Dude,
pretty great.
Alex, he's a crazy player. I
For
love
sure.
that guy. All right?
Mhm.
And he's extremely entertaining. Seriously, when I saw his Diane Young 135 FC, I thought it was gonna be a joke. But then, dude, guy's insane. He's completely like it's insane, dude. And he's like you said, he's insanely good at skip tapping too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
The type
a
of like
up-and-coming
finger
player.
notations people have been coming up with are just crazy.
Mhm.
Like, you think from like a community standpoint, like we went from like standard tapping to like almost using our mouths just to hit sections.
No, we straight up are lip spamming.
Yeah. I can't wait for everybody to get like foot pedals for like hitting like weird like quint sections like easier. I don't know. Figure
Whoa,
some
that
weird
would
methods
work.
out.
Somebody told
That
me
would work.
a potential way of making my guitar into a 1-1 mid run to have like a foot pedal that maps the FPS of the game to like limit for a specific point, and then like press it down so that my strum bar is only a 1-1 for that a little bit of time.
That'd be pretty funny, dude. If you had a foot pedal on green, then quints are like way easier.
Oh yeah, they're free.
Yeah, that's a new method right there.
I mean,
wanna
I
try that out.
believe.
Wouldn't it be cheating though?
I would consider it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Code.
UCOG did something similar for like his violation 125 FC. He mapped his pedal to like one of the strums, so he could end his raking properly every time. And like you can see him like drop on his pedal on his FC every time.
That's really funny.
That is actually funny. Hey, whatever works. Though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't mention this before because I was talking about Lean, but the reason I brought up Lean was because he Tech FC'd Lean's World, which is a chart he made.
The Hyperbola song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of
thought it was
those
pretty cool.
like skill set specific songs.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool how he released the chart preview with like him Tech FCing it. You know what I mean? Like
That
we don't
is
normally
really neat,
see
yeah.
like, yeah, we don't normally see like people playing their own charts like right on release. But I thought it was pretty cool to see him playing along with the chart preview. You know.
And then two other players, Captain Mario. Actually, wait, no, it's my mistake. It's one. Captain Mario FC, Lean's World Underchart, and the Reprise. I'm not too familiar with the Reprise, but I am familiar with Lean's World
The
Underchart.
Reprise. That's an Olympian section, I think. That's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
If I can mention something from the French Clone Hero scene, we have TFG doing a Tech FC of Space Race Medium.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
And like I was not super familiar with Space Race at all, so I watched TFC's Tech FC, and I was like, "That's medium." I looked at the expert chart, and I was like, "What went through Archbook's head when he did that?" You know, like, what kind of meth do you have to smoke to make something like that? But the medium chart Tech FC is really nuts, and TFG is going for like a 2-part Tech FC now, I believe.
Ooh.
And hopefully in the future for an actual FC of the full chart would be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the French Clone Hero scene is going is improving a lot. It's good to see. Like we have our own Ian V progressing in the community, which is pretty cool. Some like just a small parenthesis, but a player called Dune got FC'd Stepping Solo B like
Ooh.
earlier today, for example. But dude cannot hit like the solo of flames, which is really funny. So I'm interested to see how that player will improve in the future. But Dune is someone I'm gonna keep my eyes on. And yeah, TFG is nuts. She's improving every day, and contender for being potential #1 French player soon. We'll
Ooh.
see.
Mm-hmm. We'll keep an
Very
eye on it
nice.
for
Very
sure.
nice.
Love to see people on the grind.
You got any other
Especially-
accomplishments you want to bring up, Jared?
Absolutely. I would love to bring up Savage's Pui Vale Tech FC.
Oh my goodness, I remember when that was
There you
uploaded.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
so
thought
cute.
that was awesome. I wasn't too familiar with that chart because there's like a lot of Prevail over charts.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see somebody go for a Prevail overchart. Just something. I just wanted to see something out of it. Brandon's overchart, like anything. And it was so awesome to see Savage finally tackle one of those many Prevail overcharts, you know?
For sure, yeah.
And it is actually one of the best Tech FCs I've seen in a while. It's really good.
Yeah, whenever it was uploaded, I'm fairly certain for like maybe a day he had the best tapping Tech FC until Ian uploaded the Supernovae Uber the next day. that was such whiplash because I was like, holy shit, Mason got like a disgusting Tech FC. And then
Yeah.
another one right after.
Ian was like, I'm sorry, buddy, no.
Hey, speaking of Whiplash, I think Steph could mention like a few FCs he has highlighted on the doc.
Ooh.
I did want to bring up because there was a lot of Allstrom stuff, and you know me, I'm a GH1 fan. I love that. I love Allstroms.
Hell yeah.
It's the player Frenzic, he's an OG player, previously known as Step Mini 40. He FC'd Whiplash, and this blows. Whiplash is hard, and then what blew my mind even more was Dyer's Eve, the Metallica chart on Allstroms.
Ooh.
Like, how?
That's nasty.
That
Like, how does someone like come up with a method to hit the triplets while strumming?
You just gamble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane. Hangar 18 was FC'd at 125% by Jeff,
Oh damn.
which is just crazy. End of the line by Brad.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see, what other Allstrom stuff is there? Disposable Heroes Allstroms by Wal PSH. All Nightmare Long
Okay.
and Ravenous. So a lot of Guitar Metallica charts getting FC'd on Allstroms. It's
Mhm.
pretty sweet.
Hell yeah.
I think that's it for the Allstroms category.
Yeah, I think the real question is, Darkly Jarvis, when is one all strums? When he doing it?
Yo.
GH
No, no,
reach
no.
out. GH reach out.
Absolutely, yeah. No cheesing that.
More, dude. More so. When is Flames Allstroms happening?
Oh,
You know,
it's
I was
true.
actually talking about this earlier because I saw Brad. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep this info for next month, but I'm kind of spoiling it here. But I was playing Flames on Burrow mode earlier today. Got a run up to climactic build up, -50,
Damn.
sadly. And I want to go for Burrow mode FC, right? And Brad said that would be the second best Flames FC ever, which is quite big to have on my shoulders. Now I'm stressed, but. I was mentioning that we were mentioning that the actual most impressive FC of Flames is the blindfolded FC that
Oh,
really had.
Yeah,
by far.
No,
That is really
no.
Yeah,
Count.
but I said word for word that the one FC that could beat that would be Flames Allstroms. So someone get that so we can enjoy like a new best Flames FC.
Yeah.
On regular speed.
Right.
When's either Rob or Ace gonna import the GH3 chart, NFC Flames and RB3?
That's a good idea.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
There would be some weirdness on that chart in the RB3 engine for sure. Like twin
That,
solo
actually,
would
that would
suck.
actually be awful.
Bridge
Yeah.
one would suck. Oh,
Yeah, would that even be possible?
Red Snake
Yes.
would be brutal. Oh my god.
I mean,
Yeah.
since like Chiasm got FC or Rock Band 3, I'm willing to believe that anything is possible. So Flames is most likely possible to be done.
It's possible. You would just have to torture yourself like for
oh.
months.
Speaking of Chiasm, happy Chiasm Day, everyone.
Oh, is it
That's right, it
Chiasm
is
Day?
Chiasm Day.
Yes.
Yay! Happy anniversary, Ace.
Let's go.
That's crazy. Oh my god, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter today, and I was like, damn, that's only 2 years old.
That
Right.
was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
What?
Two totally
Yeah.
different responses there.
I thought it was like, what? How? I'm getting older and I'm not even realizing it.
Time
Right?
flies, baby. You know it.
Yeah.
Seems like it's really not that long ago, but 2
Yeah.
years. Like, holy shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
really, the pandemic made feel things like really slow. I'm still like in 2020 in my head.
Yeah, I feel that.
For sure.
The year hasn't updated yet.
Yeah, it's like a lot of us just don't leave the house that often, so we're just like,
Yeah.
Reach it.
oh my god.
There was
Um,
one player I wanted to talk about in specific this month because they did a comeback last month, and then they decided, hey, I'm not rusty anymore this month. Send it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
What the hell?
we talked last month about how he did a comeback montage that was pretty gross, but now all the rust seems to be gone, and he's FC'd Capricci Di Diablo 250% speed, which I believe is the Rock Band 2 chart. Previous
Yes.
fastest speed was 200% by Gammo, I believe. So just to put that into
What
perspective.
that's not even a one-up anymore.
And Waves of Naked Awkwardness 175, which is I don't know the original, but I looked at this FC for like half it, and I can't process what's going on. Then it's in another plane when it comes to like technical, strummy, and sweepy accomplishments.
Yeah,
sure.
Senda is just insane. Like, he's the one player that can just take a long ass break, come back, never. It felt like he never like lost skill. And like
Oh, no.
another player that was that just came back too was Red Moss.
Yeah, I saw that.
And like he's the same way. Like he hasn't played the game in like I think years, and then just comes back of seeing like the quickest shit, like top tier player stuff, and it's just like, how?
Insane break. You get, they're like the masters of break RNG. You
Oh,
either
yeah.
get good break RNG or you get bad break RNG. They get good every time.
Mhm.
But,
Crackheads.
What about you know Sinister came back for like a week again.
Oh
But
yeah,
now, I don't know.
I
is
haven't
he
heard
still
from
playing?
him. I'll go check his channel real quick.
Yeah, I think that he uploaded a choke of like Synth Wars 150. I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I think it was 150. But yeah, dude, I hope that like he makes a full comeback. You know, like I would love to see these players coming back to the community.
Yeah, it was this month too, March 9th. It was an outro choke of Synth Horse 150. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that is so sinister, bro. Just choking the outro, dude.
That's
There's
a
one-
disgusting ass song too.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's one player I would really like, even though he wouldn't be like a top 10 player, like in terms of like personality, it's kind of like the Jason Paradise version is Citrus Squash.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I miss his videos just because they would make my day, just
Me
of how
too.
his like personality was.
Mhm. To this day, I
Yeah.
still watch the "We Are Number One" GH version video.
It's good nostalgia for sure of that
Yeah.
weird time period.
Yeah, I still watch his videos from time to time. They just
Mm-mm.
you know brighten my day up.
And
I actually wasn't around when he was uploading. I wish I was though.
It
I-
was like back in like 2016. Like it was
I
a
wa-
while ago.
I started to be around when he stopped uploading, and I was really sad.
Mhm.
Damn, I bet that was sad. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
speaking of a player that did a slight comeback, Toby GH3 uploaded an FC on the 29th, being challenged to Entropy by Fox Saturate.
Mm.
Dude hasn't lost a single bit of his skill.
Yeah,
It's
for
insane.
real. Dude, Toby's just a fucking legend. How does that guy do it, man? Like,
He can just pop off like whenever he feels
Yeah.
like it.
honestly, and he does, bro. He does.
Yeah.
Pop off. Crazy.
Mhm. I found, or rather, Soldier Boy Tell him 326 found the reason why Sinister hasn't uploaded in like 3 weeks. That's a snapped in half guitar neck on Twitter right there.
Oh boy.
No way. Hold up.
You even replied